everyone, I'm Drishti Chatterjee here with Iravan Ajgaonkar. He's a state level swimmer and I'll be asking him some questions today. So, are you ready for it? My first question to you is, when did you start swimming and what inspired you to pursue it seriously?
I started swimming in kindergarten, so I've been swimming for over a decade, and it's always been a part of my life. So I'd say I took it seriously around seventh because I understood its importance in everything that I do. But I've always perceived it as a hobby. It's never been a duty that I had to fulfill or a responsibility. So it's always been something that I enjoy.
So, is there anyone who's influenced you to start or to get into swimming?
My parents put me in swimming when in kindergarten because they wanted me to develop a habit for fitness and a habit for exercise. And they also didn't expect me to achieve something. They wanted me to get used to being active. So my parents put me in swimming. That's what I'm trying to say.
So, will you ever pursue it as a career or just a passion?
It is a passion, and if I win anything, if I achieve, I look at it as a bonus.
Okay. Um, how do you balance academics in your swimming schedule?
I'd say I put pressure on prioritizing. I sometimes lose focus. It's often that I need to be studying and I'm instead wondering about swimming, or I'm focusing more on my studies when a competition is coming up. But what I try to tell myself is when I am studying or when I am doing something that is not related to swimming, I'll try not to think about swimming and keep those areas separated. So always compartmentalizing the different areas in which I want to achieve.
Can you share any specific training techniques or exercises that have significantly improved your performance?
That's a very large question because swimming involves the whole body
Yeah.
and it involves a lot of technique. And even if you have power, you can see muscular and very strong people get into the water and drown because it is a very it is something that you have to learn and you have to grow over a long large period of time.
Yeah.
So the most important thing for me was being more adaptive in my form, and it's because that I've participated in a large range of events, including 200-meter from 50-meter sprints to 3-kilometer swims. So it's always that I have to adapt my form to whichever event I'm competing in. So I used to be confused and I used to implement a sprinting stroke in long distance event, and sometimes I'd go slow during sprints, and that would confuse me a lot. So understanding the difference between a stroke that is made for sprinting and a stroke that is made for long distance swimming really helped me.
I personally can't swim. I can't swim, very scared to swim, so hearing you talk about it is just inspiring. So, have you ever injured yourself really badly during practice or a competition, which just, you lost your faith in swimming ever?
I've I haven't lost my faith, but I have been injured. I mean, my right shoulder. I faced an injury in about 2 years ago, and it was a problem with my rotator cuff because my shoulder was taking a lot of hit due to insufficient training in some areas. So that left me. That made it so I couldn't swim for about 3 months, and I was in physiotherapy. I was trying to recover, and that set me back a lot
Yeah,
of progress.
obviously.
So I'd say yeah, that was the story.
But still, swimming is worth it now for you. Even
Yes,
like,
yes, it's no question about it.
yeah. Is there any anecdote that you would like to share from practice? Something that you look back and you're like, that's a wonderful memory.
Uh, the juniors in my pool, there there are times when they are scared to do an event or they are nervous, and it's always enjoyable for me to. It's an opportunity for me to help them, and I can share my experience with them. And a moment I remember, I will probably remember for my whole life is one of the girls who I encouraged to do a
Yeah.
long distance event. She told her parents that she wanted a brother like me.
Oh.
So it was incredibly encouraging, and I found it very heartwarming.
Yeah. Are you aiming for any particular competitions or milestones in the near future?
I want to compete in senior nationals.
Yeah.
I just this was my last year in junior nationals, junior category, and I didn't make it to nationals. So I want to. That will be a goal of mine to compete in senior nationals in the association category.
Since you've already been placed as that big brother figure in someone's life in swimming,
I have a younger brother also.
so do I. So, what is any advice that you would give to aspiring swimmers?
I think I found many swimmers and in many in many areas in general that put a lot of importance on their achievements.
Yeah.
And it's very generic for everybody to be perceived according to their achievements. But I'd say when you are perceiving yourself, when you're looking at yourself, you should have faith in yourself in spite of what you have or have not achieved, and your self-esteem or your approach to treating yourself should not be based on what you have on the outcomes that you have achieved. So I'd say to that question again.
Yeah.
Question.
Since you know I can't swim,
Huh.
what tips would you give me?
I'd say start swimming because it is a very important life skill.
Yeah.
And that is what it started out for me also. So as a life skill, swimming is very influential, and swimming for fun, competing in local competitions is incredibly satisfying, and very and also participating, maybe start swimming camps, start participating in swimming camps, learn to swim properly, build your stroke, and even if you're not looking to compete or looking to win, just the activity of swimming is very influential in emotional aspects also. So it gives you fitness also, and it is very calming.
Yeah.
So after a long day of hectic work or hectic social life or whatever you may have, if you at the end of the day, if you get into the pool and do a few laps, it is very calming. It's very enriching.
How important is the support of your family, friends, and coaches in your swimming journey?
Very influential. I'd say it was very important because if I didn't have the coaches that I have, uh, even though I may have achieved as much, I would not have the same mindset that I have.
Yeah.
Because my family raised me to be a person who is sufficient, and I'm content with the amount of achievements that I have. Even though I want to I want to achieve more, I am not held back, or it doesn't have an emotional toll on me.
They've always supported you like
Yes.
throughout.
And my coaches also. My coaches have always been good role models in certain areas, like say they have achieved, or they specific to events. So different coaches have had different influences on me.
Yeah.
They've had different things to say. Even like every coach has different advice.
Teaching, yeah.
So an amalgamation of that is what I have collected throughout my swimming journey.
Last question for you today. What is your favorite stroke or event and why?
That is difficult because I've swum different strokes during different times. I'd say that the 50-meter fly or the 100-meter fly, the butterfly events are always graceful to watch, and they are very satisfying to having competed in. So the experience when you are swimming, it's not very it is very rewarding for a person to swim a 100-meter fly or even 200-meter, which is also very difficult. So I'd say it is graceful to watch, and it is very easy to appreciate, and it's very rewarding to compete in it.
Thank you so much for your time. This was very insightful.
Thank you.